Right, Alyssia, it's your move. The siege engines are beginning to melt, the ice is dissipating, but the siege engines are still mostly covered in ice. However, you have access to them.
Right, I have access to all of the siege engines.
Oh yeah, the ice is beginning to slowly melt, so you can reach them.
Cool, how far away am I?
Since you wanted to go to them, I'd say you're about 20 or 40 feet away from them.
Great. Wait, I don't know anything about this grenade, do I? Like how long a fuse it has, or some shit like that?
It's a throw and explode, so yeah.
Okay, so it explodes on impact.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well then, Alyssia will try to throw the grenade in between the siege engines, like an underhand throw.
Okay.
Go for precision rather than strength.
Right. You chuck one of your grenades, and it begins to explode. You see shrapnels falling off everywhere. The siege engine, because of the ice, is currently a little bit on the brittle side. It immediately begins crumbling. One of the siege engines is destroyed and debris starting to fall everywhere. Screams start surrounding you as the army and the soldiers waking up are noticing that something's wrong. They're screaming to get information. Battle horns are sounded. They're beginning to reorganize themselves.
Okay, I have two questions. First of all, I would like just to check. I only had one grenade, right?
I think you were given one, yes.
Yeah. Secondly, am I still invisible?
That depends on Vira.
If you haven't attacked anyone, then you should be.
Well, she did attack, so she's not invisible anymore.
Okay, so you're not invisible.
I mean,
sorry.
yeah, I checked the grenade. Oh well. Is there any piece of it, or is there anything I can hide behind?
No. It's an open battlefield.
Crap. Okay. Well, time to get some distance then, or some cover. I don't know. One of the two. Yeah, so I basically try to get a bit of a distance so I'm not right in the face of people when they're waking up.
Right, gotcha.
Thawing out.
The only place that's relatively safe with less enemies is near the mansion, so I'm assuming you're gonna start making your way back towards the mansion.
No, actually I'm sticking around because my plan is to destroy all the siege engines and hopefully kill off all of the crew
so then
for
you're
it too.
gonna circle around the ice and try to get a more advantageous position.
Yep.
What type of siege engines are these?
Trebuchets.
Vira, it's your move.
So suddenly, basically not me, appears in the midair in a very visible position, and my hand is kind of on fire, pointing towards the siege engine that just exploded, basically making it look like the chick that just appeared in the air did that. Then I'm gonna have the illusion kind of like point her second hand towards the army, and at that point I'm also gonna cast Phantasmal Killer on basically anyone I can see.
Okay, what does that do? Let's see.
Oh, actually no, not Phantasmal Killer, this. Wow, that was terrible damage. Usually it does a lot more.
You and your goddamn blight.
The soldiers that are starting to defrost and around you, Vira, they get awakened with a pretty nasty case of needle.
What happens, bitch? But yeah, essentially I'm trying to make it look like the new mage in the sky is being a huge threat, even though that mage doesn't technically exist.
Right.
And
it's your move.
I'm gonna position the hand to basically... I'm positioning the hand to the one that's on fire. I'm positioning it at the next one. Alyssia is going to explode.
Okay, gotcha.
She's not going to explode anymore.
Iris, it's your move.
Right. Iris is basically readying herself as you start. So how far away is Henri and Frozen Crystal?
She's about 50 or 60 feet away from you, and the soldiers that have gathered up around her trying to get her out of the ice now have their attention drawn to you.
Right, I'm gonna basically back up just a little bit into the entrance of the manor basically going to use that as a choke point as I ready my action for anybody who decides to charge.
Right, as you prepare for the incoming army, the army makes its move. Vira, first of all, the illusion that you set up in the air, you see a volley of arrows being shot at it. They're trying to gun it down, but since it's an illusion, obviously it has no effect. As
I'm
for
gonna
you, Iris,
basically
some of
make
the
it look.
soldiers with the battle cry begin charging the mansion and are making their way inside. You have the advantage. What do you do?
Oh, me?
Yeah?
Okay, cool. Essentially, I'm going to team up with Fury and I'm just going to start beating them back.
Gotcha. As
left and
they're
right.
making their way inside, you're basically funneling them to their death.
Yep. Going to make a nice little
Like-
corpse wall, 300 style.
Apply fist directly to face.
Alyssia, as you circle around the ice, a few other blocks of ice begin to crumble and fall. The rest of the siege engines are now almost completely unfrosted, and the soldiers around them are starting to wake up.
Okay. Well then,
None of them are still aware of you, so you have the advantage, by the way.
okay, so any of the... Wait, do I have advantage or do I have surprise?
Surprise.
Oh. Okay. Are any of these siege engines like completely thawed and this crew completely thawed?
Sorry, what?
Or any of the siege engines completely thawed out and is its crew completely thawed too?
Yeah, they're set up, if that's what you mean.
No, I'm wondering if one of them is completely free of the ice. At this
No,
point.
they're still a little bit covered, but they're almost free of the ice.
Okay, fine. I find the gathering of like the one where most of the crew, or like one where where most of the crew is thawed out, and I'm firing the bow of the coming storm into that clique of people.
Okay, gotcha, go for it.
Oh wait, I since I was surprised, I have automatic crits, but I did still roll for hits. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, they are basically frozen in ice for the most part, so they're easy targets. Roll me damage. Since it's a crit, it's a special effect also ice.
Yeah, don't they just roll DC 20 and if they fail, they take damage?
Not only do they take damage, but they also get deafened.
Oh, right.
Right.
Also sneak attack on the poor Sod who got hit by... Wow, that was... No, wait. 1d5. That's about 4 too few. That was completely wrong, by the way. No, it's not supposed to be d5 at all. It's supposed to be 5d6. I'm an idiot. Okay, there we go.
As you fire off a bolt into the crew, there is a thunderous roar as a lightning strikes down right on top of them. You can hear the echo for miles. It almost shakes the entire mountain with the amount of force that comes coming down. The men let out a pained scream as they're completely burned to cinders. Those that are lucky enough to survive are definitely deaf, making them almost worthless as they lie down there, not only still covered in some of the ice, but now they are completely shocked and stunned. They're gonna be worthless. However, the two remaining crews with the trebuchet still in order have now noticed that they're not alone and are trying to get out of the ice as fast as possible. Vira, it's your move.
Alright, so I'm quickly going to have made the hand on fire, turned to have it crackling with lightning right before the lightning struck. And I am going to continue my plan of basically harassing the army, basically now making the hand that's pointing down towards them on fire, and I'm just gonna start firebolting anybody in my path. That's basically anybody that it looks like she's aiming at.
Gotcha. I'm assuming that you're somewhere nearby Alyssia, right?
Yes, I'm hiding behind broken siege weapons.
Gotcha. Right, cool. Iris, Your move. With Firion backing you up inside the mansion, you make quick work of everybody that's made their way inside there. The first wave is easily broken and destroyed.
Nice.
You have some breathing room.
Essentially, I'm gonna have to use some of the talismans I got from Rohana to set up a small thing in front of the door. I'm gonna set a line of fire.
Are you setting up a trap?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna activate it as soon as they get in through the door.
A second wave of arrows begins to rain down on top of the illusion, Vira. Seeing that it has no effects, they start bombarding it with magic. Does magic have effects on your illusion? If it's not dispel?
I'm reading it. No, it should last for an hour. It doesn't say it's dispelled by attacks or magic. Unless they specifically dispel magic, it should be fine.
At this point, the commanders are starting to wisen up since arrows and magic is not working. And they're yelling at their troops to stop focusing on that and look for a mage somewhere. In the meantime, another wave of soldiers is making its way and storming the mansion. Luckily, Iris, you've been waiting for them with a hot present. I'm assuming that those are explosive charms.
Mm-hmm. I suppose they're easy to set off since they're just like elemental.
Yep. You set off a few charms. They explode with the soldiers coming in. Not only that, but a part of the wall crumbles forward, smashing into some of the incoming troops. The next wave is quickly pushed back, and they're starting to circle around the mansion. At this point, Alyssia, as you're starting to plan out your next move, all of you hear an unexpected sound as the mountainside begins to tremble.
Ooh, here comes the avalanche.
You're not sure what's going on. You see that the enemy army is also confused for a moment. Something seems to be coming.
Oh god, it's just gonna be flipping an avalanche. It's gonna be an avalanche and we're gonna be more snow, fuck!
Nope, it's gonna be an avalanche with a dragon surfing on top of it.
It's gonna be an avalanche of dragons.
Alyssia.
Or that, yeah.
Alyssia, it's your move.
Right, well, we are lightning bowing the fuck out of the next crew and trebuchet because fuck these fuckers.
Gotcha.
We need to get rid of these jokers. Do I have advantage or not?
Yes. Oh no, wait, you lost that. Never mind.
Yeah.
But they are flat-footed.
Wow. Wait, what does flat-footed mean?
Oh
Don't
shit,
get to add their dex to their
in this
AC.
system?
There isn't, but you can home rule it. Basically, they don't get to add their dex.
Yeah, basically they don't add their dex because they're still kind of covered in ice and shit.
Oh, well, I'm assuming that my brilliant 11 still does not hit. Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Because I said they're flat-footed, so they don't get any bonuses for dodging and such, so...
Yep. Well, no sneak attacking here anyway, so... So yeah, 4 plus 15.
You peppered the next crew. Again, you hear cries and yells of pain. They are on the floor, they've dropped their weapons and they're dazed. They're in no fighting condition right now. Vira, it's your move. It seems that the army has started wisening up to your illusion and have begun searching the area for an enemy.
Perfect. Basically, I'm going to have my illusion scowl and disappear, but they're going to disappear as in they've been like dispelled, but they're going to reappear looking a bit different, and they're basically crouching and hiding as best they can behind behind something out of the way. Basically, the second they notice somebody looking at them, they duck behind the rock.
One of the soldiers immediately screams, "The enemy!" bunch of enemies begin charging to where you placed your illusion.
God fucking
And
damn.
they skewer your illusion from all sides with
Get
blades and
cooked.
spears.
Alright, just more fire bolting from my safety position, making it look like the mage that they're attacking is doing it. Get cucked.
The mage
It's
is playing
your move.
whack-a-mole.
I'm
Right.
just gonna keep doing this for as long as they get stupid.
Right. So yeah, I know they're trying to get around the manor, right? Do
Yeah,
I?
the mansion is starting to get surrounded.
Is there another way into the room where the
The
master's
mansion
in?
is mostly in ruins, dude. There's many ways to get in.
I'm gonna tell Furion that we've got to move back to where the room is and basically guard whatever entrances we can.
Furion notes and follows your lead.
Yeah. So meanwhile, I'm gonna basically move Rohanna and Gordon in with Roland, so we can play. Oh, he's actually Roland's in a room. You mentioned.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move him in there and basically gonna hold that area.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
The army seems to be mostly out of the ice now, and have begun encroaching you on all sides. Even though your tactics have been very successful hit and runs, now the odds are clearly against you, as the army begins to surround you from everywhere. It's not gonna be long before you're pincered in from all sides. It looks pretty bad. And as you do, the rumbling in the distance starts to grow louder. As some of you may have feared, there is a small avalanche coming around. However, it's not gonna matter much because it's falling from one of the nearby mountain peaks. What's more interesting is what caused the avalanche getting here.
Is it actually a dragon surfing on an avalanche? It is! It's a dragon surfing on an oh my god. I'm just gonna telepathically tell Alyssia, maybe it's time to get inside. I'm just speed walking over to Alyssia and she's just like, we should probably get inside now.
The army begins to scream in terror as a giant creature suddenly appears and it begins mowing through its ranks. This creature, well, we've already seen a dragon. This is clearly not a dragon, by the way. It's much smaller and not as strong. But this strange new creature has begun to attack the demon army.
Well, it's something.
I mean, I'm more worried of it attacking us.
It seems to have clearly set up its body in a way that it's protecting the mansion from volleys of arrows.
So it's not attacking us. Alright, it's time to aid our new dragon friend by making it even bigger.
For fuck's sake.
Big dragon.
Wait.
The
Does
Drake
magic have
Launch.
Can magic like just ordinarily affect dragons?
It's not a
Like I
dragon,
said,
it's a drake.
This thing is much too small and not that powerful. It is definitely not a dragon. It's still larger than the mansion, but you saw a real dragon. This is not a dragon.
Holy shit! You're gonna increase that thing's size.
This
It's any
creature does not have wings.
Yeah.
So this is basically just a giant lizard.
This
Could a
is
drake-
sadly you don't have a demonologist anymore, so you're not sure what type of demon this is.
Oh wait, I know who it is.
It's probably Boy Toy.
Nope, no it isn't. Look at the tail.
Is that... the,
At first, the
It's
army begins to
wait.
panic.
Never
As
mind.
you can imagine, seeing this giant creature mowing down its ranks, they begin to scream, and you quickly realize what this is. They're calling it a drake. It's something similar to a dragon, yet different. At first, they begin to panic and start a hasty retreat. They start to pepper the giant creature with its arrows. The dragon, well, I call it a dragon, but that's a mistake, never mind. The drake begins to cover up its body as the volley of arrows begins to pepper it. You see that the arrows are actually sinking into its flesh. It is not immune to the attack. It takes damage, and it lets out a howl as some of its blood is spilled. That gives the enemy confidence. The commanders begin to scream for a full attack. And the army begins to charge, now starting to get organized. The army is beginning to charge forward towards the Drake, so they can fight it head on. It seems like they're not getting ready to retreat after all. Alyssia, even though the crews have taken some damage, they're beginning to reorganize. There's not many of them left, so they've focused all their attention on one of the siege engines. They're preparing one of the siege engines to attack Drake.
How many of them are there?
About 15 or so.
Holy shit.
You gotta
Keep
make
in
it
mind,
critical.
these are not warriors, they're siege engine manipulators, so they don't have armor, they don't have weapons, pretty much.
You gotta disable the engine or basically lightning bolt. You gotta make it critical, man. This is the time.
Actually, like the siege engine itself, does it have any sort of weak spots?
It's a trebuchet, so you can imagine.
So basically, if I, fuck up the hinge, then it doesn't work.
Yep.
So then we're aiming for the hinge.
Go for it. Since that's a cold shot, I'm gonna say that you're doing it at a disadvantage.
Yep, I'm going to tank this hard.
But he's sneak attacking it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not gonna work versus the siege engine.
Nope. So...
Tell you what. 14, I'm gonna say it works if you use your move action to get closer.
I'm fine with that.
Legolas is shit.
I mean, I can technically actually dash closer if I wanted to.
Keep in mind, those guys may not be soldiers, but around them, there are soldiers.
Well, right now, that's not my priority. I need to get the siege engine down.
Okay. You bolt out of cover, Alyssia. Some of the soldiers scream as they see you. They charge for you, but you nimbly avoid their blades and pass through them, parkouring your way and using them as piggyback rides and frog leap over them and stuff. You're very cool like that. It's almost like Legolas, if he could see you right now, he'd be proud. You bolt forward and with a jump you get into the perfect angle, letting a bolt loose from your bow, slamming it right into the hinge of the engine and disabling it. The rock that they had just prepared for flinging suddenly falls down and squashes two of the crewmen, leaving them just a pancake on the ground.
It's almost as if Alyssia is not entirely human. Oh, wait. I don't know if it's actually not human. I have no idea.
Vira, it's your move. Vira, you've had quite the successes with your illusions. Now roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, because they're probably wisening up to the fact that there's a mage being magey. But yeah, I'm attacking the guys attacking Alyssia.
So that's an 11. Since the army is so big with that kind of roll, somebody is eventually gonna notice you, and they call attention to you right away. You're starting to get surrounded as well.
I'm like 30 feet away from Alyssia.
Doesn't matter, the army is massive, dude. Just an entirely different group is starting to surround you.
Alright then, I'm just flipping them off. No wait, I can't leave yet because then Alyssia is stranded. Okay, fuck.
Right. It's actually not your turn, I'm just saying that they start surrounding you.
Gotta run up to her and teleport away. Gotta do it,
My bad.
hero.
So yeah,
Alright.
I think you were preparing for a turn, but it's not actually your turn.
Oh, yep.
Just-
Okay, sorry, I got confused.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. I mean, since you can't see the turn or for some goddamn reason. Anyway.
It's because our tokens aren't actually on the board.
Yeah, that's annoying. I was trying to fix it, but no luck. Oh well. Suddenly, the army begins to step back for a second. You're almost wondering what's going on. A giant portal is opening in the middle of the army. And somebody, actually two figures, are stepping through it. One of them...
It's the spear chick again. Oh
One of
no,
them-
it's the Nazis!
One of them you do not recognize. However, the other one, you vaguely recognize. However, he definitely has changed a bit since you last saw him. That's kind of your cue, man.
I know, I was wondering if you were putting up a picture.
Sadly, no.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared, my bad.
Right, well, stepping through the portal next to the woman you don't recognize is Vendrick. Or at least, it's Vendrick now. He looks similar to how he was before, except he's double the size and about 3 times as wide. His skin is charcoal black, and his eyes are blazing like volcano red. And you can see faint glowing sigils all over his body. He then turns to look at you and goes, "It's been quite some time. You'd be amazed what you can get done when everyone's terrified of you."
Hey! What? Twice?
He's got to next.